Good morning, children. We will study another important Mahajanapada which was known as Vajji. Okay, Vajji was also very important Mahajanapada which existed in North India. Okay, so here Mahajanapadas after the Magadha. Okay, Magadha was we have studied in the previous class. Became a powerful kingdom. Vajji also was a powerful kingdom, but there was some differences between Magadha, the administration of Magadha and Vajji. Magadha's capital we have studied Rajagriha, and Vajji's capital was Vaishali, that is also present Bihar region. Vajji's capital was Vaishali. They had a different form of government known as Gana or Sankha. Gana or Sankha, which was a type of government existed in Vajji, not like the kingdom of Magadha. So in a Gana or Sankha, there were not one but many rulers. Okay, not one ruler, as we have studied in the case of Magadha, Ajatasattu, Bimbisara, Mahapadmananda. These were the important rulers. Okay, but in case of Vajji, there was another system which was known as Gana or Sankha. There were many rulers. In a Gana, we know that it's a group that has many members, like assemblies. Assemblies, we know that many members are there in the assemblies, like the MLAs, okay, etc. in the present day. So the Gana had many members. They were all together ruled the kingdom. Sangha also an organization or the association. Gana Sangha also we call the later. Okay, so here in a Gana there were many rulers. Sometimes even when thousands of men ruled together, each one was known as Raja. So in case of Vajji, many all the members they formed an assembly. These all members of male members. We know that elder male members. There was no role for the children and women also. Okay, so thousands of men together ruled the kingdom. When there is any problem or if any attack from other kingdoms, all these men gathered together in an assembly. They discussed, they debated also what action has to be taken for the development purpose of the any decision is taken. All members gathered together. So here women and dasas, we know that children had no role here, and women also were not considered part of citizen. So only these male members, elder male members of the society was considered as the citizens. The women, dasas, we know that slaves who were captured in the from other kingdoms, and Kamakaras, the lowest caste people who were the landless laborers, they could not participate in the assemblies. Only the male members of the country or the kingdoms only participated in the administration. So both the Buddha and Mahavira, they also belonged to the Ganas or Sanghas. They also were part of the Ganas and Sanghas during this period. Some of the most descriptions, very clear descriptions of the Buddha's life. Okay, so about this, how the functioning of Sanghas were taken place in the Buddhist books, we can find out. When we go through the Buddhist books, we can find out how the administration of the Sanghas had taken place during the period. So here we can find out the Rajas of the powerful kingdoms try to conquer the Sanghas also. So who were the rulers, very powerful rulers of the Mahajanapadas were used to conquer the Sanghas also. So these lasted for the very long time till about 1500 years ago, when the last of the Ganas or the Sanghas conquered by the Gupta rulers. And about 1500 years ago, Gupta rulers who were very powerful, they even captured the Ganas or the Gana Sanghas. Till then, this system existed in Vajji. Okay, so later on, about 1500 years ago, the Gupta rulers who conquered the regions of Sanghas. We can find out there are some account of the Vajjis, how Vajjis functioned in some of the Buddhist books also. One important Buddhist book is called Dikha Nikaya. Dikha Nikaya. In that the Buddhist book, it contains some of the speeches of Buddha. Okay, we can find out in this book the speeches of Buddha, some about 2300 years which was existing, written, and during this period it is written about Ajatashattu and the Vajjis. Ajatashattu wanted, we know the Ajatashattu and Bibhisara, who were the powerful rulers of Magadha. Ajatasattu wanted to capture the region of Vajji. Okay, Vajji had a sanghas or ganas existed there. Ajatasattu wanted to attack the Vajjis. He sent his minister to talk with his minister named Vasakara to the Buddha to get his advice in the matter. So that when Ajatasattu wanted to conquer the regions of Sangha or Vajji, and first he sent his minister Vasakara to Buddha to get his advice. Buddha asked whether the Vajjis met frequently, whether they were conducting assemblies regularly and in full assemblies also. When he heard that they did, he replied the Vajjis would continue to prosper as long. So when Buddha's advice to the Ajatasattu's minister was, if they are conducting regular assemblies, if their kingdom is working properly without any particular ruler, okay, if the sanghas are working properly, they are conducting assembly regularly, not to conquer the kingdom, because their administration is prosper. That was the advice of Buddha. So they held the full and frequent public assemblies also. They met and acted together. They followed or established the rules also. They had particular rules based on their law. Okay, so judiciously they ruled the kingdom following the Sangha or Gana. They respected and supported and listened to the elders also. So there were also chaityas, which is called the local shrines or the worshipping places, maintained in both the towns and villages also. So also wise saints, who were the brilliant saints, who were the sages, also followed different beliefs. They respected and allowed to enter and leave the country freely also. So such kind of a proper democratic way they ruled the kingdom, so that Buddha advised Vasakara not to conquer the kingdom of Vajji. So here at the same time Greece and Athens also, which is in Europe, the present day Greece and Athens we can find in Europe. About 2500 years ago, people of Athens also set up a form of government which was called a democracy, which now the present day we are following. Such kind of democracy existed in Greece and Athens about 2500 years ago. So which lasted about 200 years. This type of democratic form of government existed there about 200 years also. Okay, continued this form of government 200 years also. All men over the age of 30, those we know that in our country, those who have completed 18 years have the right to vote. They are all men 30 years above age were recognized as full citizens. Only they had met in the assembly, also participated in the assembly. Almost at least 40 times in a year they conducted such assembly or meetings, and they had decided for taking any decision on important matters. All citizens could attend these meetings, not one or two persons, not important personalities. All the male elder members had to attend the meeting or assembly. Appointments for the many positions like done through the lottery system, draw system. They were the drawing system or the lottery system. They had all who wanted to choose gave their names, and from them they had selected through lottery. some names were given, those who were wished to become important position, they were had given the names. From that names, lottery system, through lottery they had selected one or two persons as the head of the assembly. So citizens were expected to serve in the army and the navy also. All these male citizens or 30 above age, they all had to serve or they had to provide their service in the army and navy whenever necessary. So women were not considered citizens also. The foreigners who are coming to the country for trade purpose and living in the country kingdom also had no role in the assembly. They were not considered as citizens of their kingdom. So here many crafty persons, merchants, and they also did not have any rights there. So there were many thousand, several thousand slaves in Athens. We have studied earlier classes. They were captured in the battle. The people who were captured from other countries or other kingdoms were considered as slaves. So these slaves had to work in the mines, agriculture fields, household works and workshops. These were the works given to the slaves. They too had no role in the assemblies. They were also not considered as the citizens of these kingdoms in Athens and Greece. So these were the methods are followed by the different kingdoms all over India and even in Europe. That's all for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.